What's up, Chaos Shinobi here. This is What If Naruto Controls the Elements at Will. Summary: on his 7th birthday he was attacked by the villagers, but during it Naruto awakened multiple bloodlines as well as the knowledge of two powerful shinobis, his own parents, and now he decided that he wasn't going to be treated that way by anyone else ever again. Chapter 9. Deep within the forest that surrounded Konoha, something was running straight away from Konoha very quickly, and if someone could see in its eyes they'd be able to see it at hope of escaping. I got to hurry or they will find me and bring me back to that thing, thought the creature. I think it went this way, someone shouted very loudly. Damn it, I thought it would take them longer to find my tracks, thought the creature. But just then someone with dark purple animal-like eyes appeared right in front of the creature and reached out and grabbed the creature. Damn it, thought the creature. Kakashi-sensei, I have the cat, said the person. Back to normal. Great work, Naruto. I think that sets a new record, said Kakashi over the headset. But Kakashi-sensei, Sasuke-kun and I did all the work whilst all Naruto did was nothing until now. Shouldn't he get in trouble for not helping us sooner? Sakura complained. Well, I thought that you and Sasuke needed to improve your stamina and I saw this opportunity to help you, said Naruto, lying completely whilst in truth he just didn't want to do this mission, seeing that this was a pointless mission, but tired of waiting for Sasuke and Sakura to catch Tora, so he desired to step in. Shut up, Naruto, or else, Sakura shouted. Or else what? Your threads don't scare me, said Naruto. Now everyone calm down, Naruto. Bring Tora back to the village, but be careful, she might try to escape, said Kakashi. Yes, Kakashi-sensei, said Naruto. I wonder why it runs away a lot, thought Naruto as he carried the cat back to the village. At the Hokage's office. That explain it, thought Naruto as look at the scene in front of him. Right in front of him Naruto watches Madame Shijimi, the wife of Daimyo of the Land of Fire, hug/strangled Tora. Great job, Team 7. Now as for your next mission, you can choose from helping with the client's grocery, paint another client, fence, or babysit, said Iruka. Tora come back, said Madame Shijimi. Or now bring Tora back to Madame Shijimi, said Iruka. No way, Sasuke-kun deserves a better mission than any of these pointless ones, Sakura shouted, which Sasuke agreed with but didn't say anything. These mission ain't pointless, Sakura, they are to help you to improve your teamwork for future mission that are higher in rank, Iruka explained. I need harder missions so that I can become even stronger, said Sasuke. You're not ready for them, you're just a brand new Jinan team, said Iruka. Iruka, if they think they are ready for a higher rank mission, why don't we give them a C rank if you think they ready, Kakashi, said Hiruzen. Yeah sure, said Kakashi as he continued to read his book. Okay, please bring in the client, said Hiruzen to a jonin. After a couple of minutes old man walk. These are the shinobi that I hire, they look like they belong in school, said the old man. Mr. Tazuna, please don't underestimate my Jinan because of their age, said Hiruzen. I'm just saying that I wanted real shinobi, not children. Before Tazuna could finish his sentence he felt something sharp against his neck. As Tazuna slightly turned his head around he saw Naruto hold a kunai against his neck. Listen to our Hokage and don't underestimate me, got it, said Naruto, seriously scaring Tazuna. Whilst this happened everyone else in the room all thought about what just happened. How did he get there so fast, thought Sakura. I should be the one to be able to move like that, Sasuke thought angrily and jealousy. At least I know that this mission isn't going to be that difficult, it being a C rank and having Naruto will just make it that more easier, thought Kakashi. So Kakashi wasn't overestimate Naruto's speed, thought Hiruzen. I still find it hard to believe a new Jinan has that kind of power, thought Iruka. What the hell, thought Tazuna. Naruto, it's bad for business to threaten the client, said Hiruzen. Yes, Hokage-san, said Naruto as he pulled his kunai away and then walked back. You see, Tazuna, don't underestimate my shinobi, even the Jinan, said Hiruzen. Why yeah sure, said Tazuna, who was still a bit scared. Okay team, let's at the west gate in 2 hours, bring only things that you need, said Kakashi. 4 hours at Konoha's west gate. Right now Sasuke and Sakura were waiting for Kakashi and Naruto for over 2 hours. Where the hell are they? Sakura shouted. Why do I always get stuck alone with her, thought Sasuke, but just then Kakashi appeared with Tazuna. Yo, said Kakashi simply. Where the hell have you been? Sakura shouted. Well, you see, I got lost on the path of life, said Kakashi with a lame excuses. Bullshit, Sakura shouted. Anyway, where's Naruto? Kakashi asked. He hasn't shown up yet, said Sakura. However, just as Sakura that Naruto appeared right in front of everyone. Is it time to leave? Naruto asked simply. Yeah, 2 hours ago. Where the hell have you been? Sakura shouted. Around, and besides I have already told you twice that Kakashi is always 2 hours late for missions, said Naruto. Anyways, is everyone ready, because it's going to take us a couple of days to get the Land of Waves, said Kakashi. Wait, Sakura shouted. Yes, what is it, Sakura, said Kakashi. Naruto doesn't have anything with him for the mission, said Sakura. What's the point of carry it whilst I can just seal it into a scroll, said Naruto as he pulled out a scroll. He knows how to seal things. Sure, the storage scrolls are easiest to learn, but still, who taught him how to do that, thought Kakashi. Then seal both Maya and Sasuke-kun's bags in there as well, said Sakura. No, said Naruto simply. Why not? Sakura shouted. Because it isn't my fault that you don't know how to do seal things yourself, said Naruto. Kakashi-sensei, make Naruto seal our things as well, said Sakura. I will not, because he is a points storage scroll are useful in our line of work, so you two really should learn how to do it yourselves as well, but until then you will have to carry your things the old-fashioned way, said Kakashi. After that all of Team 7 and Tazuna left the village and made their way to the Land of Waves. As they walked, Sakura desired that it was a perfect time to ask Tazuna a couple of questions about the Land of Waves. So Tazuna, didn't you hire any shinobi from the Land of Waves, said Sakura. Sakura, not every nation has a shinobi village, said Kakashi. How come, Kakashi-sensei, said Sakura. Many nations can't afford the funding for a shinobi village as it is costly, said Kakashi. Oh, I see, said Sakura. However, in the Land of Iron instead of having shinobi they have samurais, said Kakashi. Samurais, said Sasuke. Masters of Kenjutsu and the ones from the Land of Iron, said Kakashi. Interesting thought, Sasuke. As they continued their way they saw a puddle in the middle of the road, which was strange because it hasn't rained for a couple days, and as they passed it only Naruto and Kakashi knew the truth whilst Tazuna, Sasuke and Sakura didn't have a quote. Suddenly metal chains appeared wrap around Kakashi, and then two men appear with large clawed gauntlet which had one end of the chains around Kakashi attached to it. One had the gauntlet of his right hand whilst the other had it on his left hand. Both of them had shoulder-length wild dark brown hair and dark eyes. He wore a rebreather that covered the lower half of his face like Kakashi with his mask, a camouflage suit with bandages around his waists, dark-colored knee-length sandals and a ragged black cape, and around his forehead he had the Kirigakure headband. However, one had a single horn on it whilst the other had two horns on his. Then both men pulled on the chains which tear Kakashi in pieces. Sakura screamed in horror. If he goes down that easy then he was worthless to me after all and not worthy of the Sharingan, thought Sasuke. One down, four to go, said the one with only one horn. This is going too easy, brother, said the one with two horns. Then both men changed at Sasuke and Sakura, who were standing next to Tazuna and were going cut his with claws on their gauntlet which had poison on them. However, before they could, Naruto threw a kunai in the middle of the chains which stopped them in their tracks. Nice move, kid, said the one with only one horn. But is no way enough to stop us, said the one with two horns. Both men then press a hidden button within their gauntlets that disattach the chain, freeing them from Naruto's kunai. However, as one of them continued to fight Tazuna and the other brother went at Naruto. You're dead, kid, said the one with two horns. No, I'm not, said Naruto as he used his superior speed and reflexes to jump above the man, and then with his sword Naruto pierced through the man's right shoulder. The man screamed in pain. Brother, said the other man, shouted with concern for his brother. You really shouldn't look away from an enemy, you know, said a voice behind him, and as the man quickly turned his head he saw the man that he and his brother just killed, who then knocked him out cold. Kakashi-sensei, you're alive, but how, said Sakura, relief. I used the replacement technique to allow them to think they kill me, said Kakashi. Isn't that a bit dangerous, said Tazuna. I did it to see who they were aiming for, said Kakashi. Look at Tazuna seriously. What do you mean, said Tazuna getting nervously. They were after you, Tazuna. Care to explain yourself, said Kakashi. Fine, you got me. These men were hired to kill me by Gato, said Tazuna. Wait, Gato for Gato Shipping Company? Why would he do that, said Kakashi. Because he has taken over my whole village by force, said Tazuna. How did he, Tazuna-san, said Sakura. My village only has one way of getting anything, that is through shipping, and Gato knew this, so he took out any competition, raised the price, and had hired army of bandits and thugs so that if anybody tries anything against him they would kill them, said Tazuna. But why would he send men after you, said Kakashi. Because I'm trying to build a bridge which will connect us to the mainland, said Tazuna. Which will end Gato's rule over your village, said Kakashi. Yes, exactly, that's why he wants me dead, because without me the bridge will never be finished, said Tazuna. Tazuna then went on his hands and feet in front of Team 7. I beg you, please continue the mission, and Tazuna beg. You pay for a C-rank mission, meaning that we will fight off bandits and thugs. Yeah, sure, but after these two it's obvious that Gato has hired shinobi, which will make this A-rank mission. But I think you knew that, said Kakashi. That was all money we could muster up, but if you complete the mission we will pay you in full, said Tazuna. I don't know, said Kakashi, because he wanted to help Tazuna, but it will mean putting his Jinan in danger. Kakashi-sensei, I believe we should continue on with the mission, said Naruto. Naruto, this is serious, we can just rush ahead, said Kakashi. That's not what I'm saying, we take our time and plan ahead, and also you are missing one important thing that we can achieve for the village if we success in this mission, said Naruto. And what's that, said Kakashi. We can create a trade route for our land with the Land of Waves, said Naruto. Naruto then looked Tazuna, who nodded his head agreeing with Naruto's idea. That's true, creating another trade route will be great for the village and the Land of Fire, thought Kakashi. What do you two think, said Kakashi. I say we continue on, said Sasuke. This may be a good opportunity to test my strength, thought Sasuke. Yeah, we finished this mission, said Sakura. I can't let Sasuke-kun down, thought Sakura. Okay Tazuna, we will continue the mission, said Kakashi. Thank you so much, said Tazuna. As they continued their way to Tazuna's village, they had to stop and had to hire a rowboat to get there, and as they got closer they saw something huge within the mist. What's that? Sakura asked. Well, that people is, said Tazuna. As they got closer it revealed a massive unfinished bridge. My bridge, said Tazuna. It's huge, said Sakura. Well yeah, it has to be, said Tazuna. Because of how many people will use it, said Naruto. Yes exactly, said Tazuna. The rower then informed them that he couldn't take them all the way because Gado's man may spot them, and as they finally reached land Naruto sensed something in a brush, so he threw a kunai at it, but then a pure white rabbit ran out from the brush scared. Naruto, you massive idiot, you almost hurt that poor rabbit, Sakura shouted. No, there was something there, I know it, thought Naruto. Wait, that rabbit's fur, it's white, it doesn't belong in this land, thought Kakashi. Suddenly Kakashi sensed something headed straight for them. Everyone down now, Kakashi shouted. As they all ducked in time, a large blade flew past them and was embedded in a tree, and then a man appeared standing on it. The man was tall and noticeably muscular build with pale skin. He had black hair and brown eyes. He had bandages around the lower half of his face and his forehead protector was sideways. He was shirtless but had a belt going across his chest and wore baggy pants and mimetic wrist warmer extending up to his elbows with matching leg warmer. That sword, it's Kubi Kirabocho, or otherwise known as the Executioner Blade, one of the 7 swords of the mist, so it's Yuzabuzama Mochi, the demon of the mist, said Kakashi. I'm flattered that Kakashi Hitake, the copycat ninja, knows who I am, said Zabuza. So Gato has even higher you, said Kakashi. Yeah, so why don't you choose the easy way and just hand over the bridge builder, said Zabuza. I can't do that, Zabuza, said Kakashi. Well, in that case, said Zabuza. Zabuza then ripped his blade from the tree and jumped onto the lake and was standing on it. It's the hard way then, said Zabuza. Stay and guard Tazuna, I will handle Zabuza, said Kakashi. But how will you handle me if you can't see me, said Zabuza as he began doing a couple of hand signs. Hidden mist just to, said Zabuza. Then a thick mist appeared which covered everything, making it impossible to see anything and making Zabuza disappear. He's going to do the silent killing technique, it is his village's specialty, thought Kakashi. Suddenly Zabuza appeared in the middle of Tazuna, Naruto, Sasuke and Sakura and was ready to cut them in half with his executioner blade. However, as he was about to chop Tazuna in half, he was stopped by Naruto, who blocked it with his sword. Oh, impressive, Amir Janan managed to block my attack so well, said Zabuza before disappearing in the mist again. I have no choice, I got to use it, said Kakashi. Kakashi then lifted up his headband to reveal his other eye, which was red with 3 times in it. Are you famous the Sharingan eye, said Zabuza within the mist. So he does possess the Sharingan, but how does he have it, thought Sasuke. The Sharingan, what's that, Sakura asked curiously. The Sharingan is the legendary bloodline of the Uchiha clan, which allows the user to see their opponent's movements and copy them, as well as cast powerful genjutsu over them just by looking into their eyes, Sasuke said with pride. Wow, said Sakura. But suddenly everyone felt an overwhelming sense of killer instinct coming from within the mist. 8 points, said Zabuza within the mist. Which should I choose, the liver, lungs, spine, heart, kidneys, throat, larynx, subclavian artery, and the last, the brain, said Zabuza. He's using his killer instinct to intimidate us, thought Kakashi. It's a good thing that Kurama helped train me to withstand killing instinct, thought Naruto. Sakura was so scared of Zabuza's killer instinct she couldn't even move an inch. Why are I shaking him so much, thought Sasuke as he looked at his hand, which was shaking. I got to make it go away, thought Sasuke as he lifted one of his kunais closer to his throat, but stopped when he heard Kakashi's voice. Sasuke calmed down. I promise I would allow any of you get hurt, okay, said Kakashi, hoping to calm Sasuke nervous, which it did. I wouldn't make promises that you can keep, Kakashi, said Zabuza, who appeared behind and was ready to attack. However, Kakashi brought a kunai and sliced Zabuza's throat just in time, but instead of blood there was water. Then Zabuza's whole body turned into a puddle of water. A water clone, then, that means, Kakashi thought as he turned his head just to see Zabuza, who then cut Kakashi in half. However, just like Zabuza, both halves of Kakashi turned into puddles of water. He made a water clone just like I did, damn it, that copycat shit, thought Zabuza. This over, Zabuza, Kakashi said as he held a kunai against Zabuza's throat. I don't think so, said Zabuza as he then turned in another puddle of water. Another water clone, thought Kakashi. Zabuza then appeared behind Kakashi and kicked him in the back. However, Kakashi managed to turn around and block it, but the force from it sent him flying into the lake. As Kakashi tried to channel his chakra so he will be able to stand on the water, he felt something wrong with the water, like it was heavier, and that was when Kakashi realized why, but it was too late because Zabuza was standing over him. Water prison jutsu, said Zabuza as he held his left hand out and the water around Kakashi formed into a ball, trapping both Kakashi and Zabuza's left hand. Damn it, I fell right into his trap, thought Kakashi. Haha, I can't believe you fell for it, said Zabuza. Oh no, Kakashi sensei, said Sakura, worried for her sensei. Just great, said Sasuke. This is bad, said Tazuna. However, unlike everyone else's reaction, Naruto's was different. So be it, said Naruto as he walked towards Zabuza and Kakashi with his in hand. I'll use my Sharingan against him as well, thought Naruto as he channeled his chakra in the seal, activating his Sharingan. Oh, so you think you can save your sensei, do you, said Zabuza. Naruto, you got chance against someone like him, said Kakashi. Yeah, you better listen to your sensei or else, said Zabuza. However, just kept walking towards them, and when he reached the water, Naruto then started to channel chakra though his feet like Zabuza is doing to allow him to walk on the water. He knows the water surface walking practice as well, but how, Kakashi thought curiously. I don't have time to waste on a Marijanon like you, said Zabuza as he did a hand sign with his free hand. Suddenly the water in front of Zabuza rose and formed into another Zabuza. Deal with him, said the real Zabuza. The water clone of Zabuza then drew out its own executioner blade and changed at Naruto, and everyone thought it was the end for the blonde hair leaf Jinon, but in a blink of an eye it was over. Naruto was a bit closer to real Zabuza whilst the water clone was now headless, then it turned back into water. Everyone just stood where they were in shock. What the, said Sakura. No way, said Sasuke. How did he do that, said Tazuna. Where did he learn to do something like that, thought Kakashi. Impressive, kid, I didn't expect something like that, said Zabuza. Or this, said Naruto as he channeled one of his unique chakras though the hand that wasn't holding his sword, and then as he lifted his hand up, shooting out of his palm came out gold chains made out of Naruto's chakra. What the fuck, said Zabuza. What is that, said Sakura. What are those things, Sasuke thought curiously. Those are the same chains that Kushina had, Kakashi thought in shock. Naruto chains headed straight for Zabuza's left wrist, and as he saw them coming he knew that he didn't have a choice but to let go of his water prison over Kakashi. However, as he did, Naruto's chains did manage to cut Zabuza's left palm, and as Kakashi saw this he was shocked again. Wait, Kushina's chains could do physical harm, only suppress someone's chakra or be used in sealing, so how come, thought Kakashi as he made his way back to the other. Kakashi-sensei, are you alright? Sakura shouted. No, using the Sharingan uses a lot of chakra, and with the water prison jutsu which weakens the person who is captured by it, I'm going to need a minute, said Kakashi. But will Naruto be able to hold out that long, said Sakura. I hope so, said Kakashi. But after doing the bell test and that it seems he still hasn't shown everything he knows yet, there's no doubt about he will be okay, thought Kakashi. Damn it, what the hell are those things, thought Zabuza. The chakra chain then retreated back into Naruto's hand. Interesting trick you got there, kid, said Zabuza. Naruto didn't say anything, he just disappeared in a burst of speed, but he then reappeared straight in front of Zabuza and began to attack Zabuza with his sword. However, Zabuza did manage to block them with his executioner blade thanks to all of his experienced swordsmanship. He's actually pretty good with Kenjutsu, Zabuza thought whilst actually being impressed. As Naruto and Zabuza battle in Kenjutsu, shocking both Sasuke and Sakura. However, just then Zabuza kicked the water to splash Naruto, making him back off for a second, which allows Zabuza to begin his attacks on his, but because of Naruto's speed and Sharingan, Zabuza couldn't land any hits on Naruto until he managed to kick Naruto's sword out of his hands when Naruto tried to attack Zabuza from behind, but Zabuza did a back kick which disarmed Naruto. Then he swung his executioner blade down upon Naruto but was blocked by something. Naruto had channeled his chakra mode and had created almost identical executioner blade, but it was a gold glowing malleable chakra version of the executioner blade. It's a gold version of Kinshiki Otsutsuki Tool creation technique. What the fuck, thought Zabuza. What is that, said Sakura. That's not possible, said Kakashi, shock. What is Kakashi-sensei, said Sakura. It's like the ability to create those chakra chains you just saw, but he shouldn't be able to create other things than those chakra chains, said Kakashi. I wonder why only he can do something like that whilst Kushina couldn't, thought Kakashi curiously. Damn it, kid, another trick, said Zabuza. A shinobi should have more than just one trick, said Naruto. True enough, said Zabuza. Then Zabuza and Naruto both jump away from each other, and Zabuza saw that Naruto wasn't having any difficulty holding his version of the executioner blade at all, which was strange because for someone to be able to lift the executioner blade they need to be strong, and the reason why Naruto wasn't having difficulty was simple because the blade was made from his unique Uzumaki chakra, meaning every weapon he can make from it will weigh nothing to him, but to anybody else it will be like the real thing. But suddenly two kunais came flying at Zabuza, who managed to block them with ease. Then Kakashi appeared standing next to Naruto. Naruto, I'll handle this, so go back to the others, said Kakashi. No, Kakashi-sensei, said Naruto. What, why, said Kakashi. Because you haven't fully recovered yet and you might be recaptured, said Naruto. Fine, but Naruto, be careful, said Kakashi. Enough of this, said Zabuza, who had enough of waiting. Kakashi saw this and began doing exactly the same hand signs as Zabuza thanks to his Sharingan. Water style. Water dragon jutsu, said Zabuza as a dragon made out of water rose from the lake behind him. Water style. Water dragon jutsu, said Kakashi as a dragon made out of water rose from the lake behind him. Then both water dragons change and clash against each other, causing a large splash of water. He was able to copy and perform my jutsu, thought Zabuza. Zabuza then saw Naruto doing a couple of hand signs which he recognized. Water style. Water tidal wave, said Naruto as he unleashed a large water tidal waves towards Zabuza. He already has their chakra natures, Kakashi thought, surprised. What the hell is he really, a Jonin, thought Zabuza. As Naruto's water jutsu slammed into Zabuza, which then sent him into a tree, but Zabuza did manage to pick himself up, but just as he did, a couple senbon came flying out of nowhere and hit his neck, dropping him. Then in a tree above Zabuza appeared a person wear a standard Karagakure pinstripes outfit which stop at his knees with an green haori with white trimming over it, and around his waist a brown slash, as well as sandals with an Anbu Black Ops mask with the symbol of the Hidden Mist village on it which hided his face completely. Thank you for dealing with Zabuza for me. I have been tracking him for a while now, said the mask before he disappeared and then reappeared next to Zabuza. Kakashi-sensei, who is that? Sakura asked curiously. That Sakura is a hunter nin, said Kakashi. A hunter nin, said Sakura. They specialist in tracking rouge ninjas from their village, said Kakashi. But for his voice sounds only a bit older than these three, thought Kakashi. I will be taking my leave, said the masked man before he disappeared. Okay, let's continue on out, Missy. Before Kakashi could finish, he passed out of the floor. Kakashi-sensei, shouted two of his Jonin. In the land of waves and inside of a house that was close to the ocean, and within one of its rooms was Kakashi resting up after his fight against Zabuza. When Kakashi passed out, Tazuna offered to carry him so that the remaining members of Team 7 could protect him properly, and when they got to Tazuna's house and as they lay him down to rest, Naruto then informed everyone that Kakashi's condition wasn't any physical damage, but instead it was chakra exhaustion, which he knew because of his sensing ability. As Tsunami, Tazuna's daughter, was walking up the stairs, she heard a noise from the room where they put Kakashi, and as she opened the door she saw that Kakashi was starting to wake up, so she quickly went downstairs to inform everyone, who then all went upstairs to see Kakashi. Where am I, said Kakashi as he rubbed his eyes. Kakashi-sensei, you're finally awake, Sakura shouted. What happened, Kakashi asked. Well, after your fight with Zabuza we took you straight to Tazuna's house to recover, said Sakura. I see, so how long was I out, said Kakashi. Just a day, said Sasuke. So are you alright now, Kakashi, said Tazuna. Yeah, it's a side effect of using the Sharingan, said Kakashi. Side effect, Sasuke asked, confused as he never heard of a side effect using the Sharingan like that. Well, you see, I'm not actually from the Uchiha clan, so I didn't get the Sharingan naturally, and because I'm not a Uchiha it puts a lot of stress on my body from using it, Kakashi explained. I don't suffer those side effects because I'm a Uzumaki, meaning that I naturally possess a strong as well as me being a Jinchuriki, thought Naruto. If it does that much damage to you, Kakashi-sensei, then why do you use it then, said Sakura. Because during my career as a shinobi and I have faced off against strong opponents, so I had no choice but to use it, said Kakashi. I questions for you, Kakashi-sensei, said Sasuke. What is it, Sasuke, said Kakashi, while he already had a good idea of what it is. How exactly did you get my clan's bloodline in the first place, said Sasuke. For my former teammate Obito Uchiha, said Kakashi. What, did you just take the eye from him, said Sasuke. No, I didn't steal it, told Kakashi firmly. Then how did you get it then, said Sasuke. I wouldn't go into much detail about it, but during the Third Great Ninja War my teammates and I were sent on a mission to Kanab Bridge, and events happened there where I lost my original left eye and got this scar, but worst of all, Obito died saving but not before giving me this left eye of his, said Kakashi sadly. I think we talk about something more recently, said Naruto. Like what, Naruto, said Kakashi. At the fact that Zabuza is still alive and will be coming here to finish the job, said Naruto, shocking everyone. Don't make up lies like that, Naruto, Sakura shouted loudly. Sakura, Naruto isn't lying, said Kakashi. What do you mean, Kakashi-sensei? Sakura shouted. I mean exactly what Naruto just said. Zabuza is still alive, said Kakashi. How is that possible, Kakashi-sensei? Sakura shouted while Sasuke didn't say anything, but he still wanted to know. Because of what the hunter nin used and what he didn't use, said Kakashi. What do you mean, Kakashi-sensei, said Sakura. I mean as the tool he used was senbon instead of kunais or shurikens, which would be the obvious to take someone down, and then he just took the body. Normally a hunter nin would just dispose of the body and obviously take the executioner blade because it belongs to Karagakure, said Kakashi. Don't you think you're overthinking about this, said Tazuna. Tazuna, it is our job to be prepared for anything, said Kakashi. So what do you think we should do then, Kakashi-sensei, said Naruto. We should train for the worst, said Kakashi. Kakashi. Train, said Sasuke and Sakura. Yes, to get you two prepared for a upcoming battle, said Kakashi. Two, but there is three of us, Kakashi-sensei, said Sakura. Yes, you and Sasuke need to get stronger if you be able to help Naruto and I in the next fight against Zabuza and that fake hunter Nin, said Kakashi. What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying that I'm far weaker than him? Sasuke said angrily. Yes, because during the fight against Zabuza it was Naruto who kept him busy whiles I recover and was the one used that powerful water style ninjutsu to send him flying into the trees, said Kakashi. Yeah, about that. Hey Naruto, what were those techniques that you used to create those weapons from, said Sakura curiously while Sasuke was eager to know as well. That's none of your business, said Naruto. What do you mean it's none of our business? We're your teammates, ain't we? Sakura shouted angrily. Point at Sakura, you're just being nosy. Point at Sasuke, all he just wants to know if he could learn it. Point at Kakashi, but Sensei here already knows all about it, said Naruto. In that case, Kakashi-sensei, can you tell us about Naruto's weapon creating technique, said Sakura. Kakashi looked at Naruto, who was giving a glance which basically means don't you even dare. Sorry, I'm not at liberty to say anything, said Kakashi. Why not, Sakura? Whine. By the Hokage orders, said Kakashi, lying. Kakashi then turned to look at Tazuna. Now then Tazuna, do you know any place where I can train these two, said Kakashi. There is a forest nearby, you can use it for training if you want, said Tazuna. Okay then, thank you Naruto. Can you stay with Tazuna and his family to guard them if anything happens, said Kakashi as he picked himself up but was still feeling weak. Wait right there, I got something that might help a bit, said Tazuna before he left the room. When Tazuna returned he was holding crutches. Okay, we are off, and Naruto, if anything happens use the flare to signal us, said Kakashi before leaving with Sasuke and Sakura. Half hour later. Okay everyone, let's get to work and finish this bridge for the families, said Tazuna to his men. This bridge is so massive and I have to protect all of these workers, thought Naruto before doing a couple of hand signs. Shadow clone jutsu, said Naruto, and in a proof of smoke 30 Narutos appeared who then all scatter and hide around the bridge. Then they each place a seal on where they were. However, as for the real Naruto, he lay off the bridge and went into the forest. Each of my clone has the exactly same high sensor skill as me, so they be able to know if any enemies are coming, and as all of them place the Hiraishin seal where they are at, and I will be able to get there in a second, thought Naruto. As Naruto continued to walk through the forest, he then desired to use his sensor ability to find any other shinobi in the area and to make sure that he doesn't run into Kakashi, Sasuke and Sakura, because Kakashi would get angrily at him for leaving Tazuna, and then he would most likely ask how we'll be able to get back to the bridge fast enough if something did happen there, which Naruto doesn't want to reveal that he knows the Flying Thunder God technique just yet. Kakashi and the others are a bit to the east, but I can't seem to find anybody else. Maybe Gato has barrier jutsu around his secret base perhaps, thought Naruto before he then bit one of his fingers which drew blood. Then he wiped it on his right palm, then he did a couple of hand signs and slammed his right hand down to the ground. Summoning justice, said Naruto as a seal appeared on the ground around his rigged hand, and in a proof of smoke a orange fox that had a headband similar to Naruto's, but instead of having the Konoha symbol it had the Uzumaki clan one. Hey Naruto, said the fox. Hi Shingo, I need your help, said Naruto. Sure, what do you need, said Shingo. I can't seem to find a certain base which I know will have people who be able to use chakra, should be weak but still I should be able to sense them, and I know there isn't anything wrong with my sensing because I can still sense my teammates, said Naruto. Any ideas what I should smell for, said Shingo. Try smelling something like alcohol or even drugs, said Naruto. Yeah, I smell a whole lot of it, said Shingo. Okay, lead the way Shingo, said Naruto. Sometime later at Gato's secret base. As Naruto followed Shingo deeper into the forest, they finally found what they were looking for, Gato's hidden headquarters. As Naruto looked at it, he saw that it wasn't a tall building, but he guessed Gato had built it underground inside, and this part was just the entrance. But the thing that still caught his attention was that ever though he can see the base, he still couldn't sense anyone from it. Let's do that just before we go in, said Naruto. Right, said Ninja art. Beast sense connection, said Naruto. Ninja art. Human sense connection, said The technique allow the summoner and the summoned to connect their senses with each other. In other words, for a summon like a fox who are great at hiding, they could watch events without being detected, whilst the summoner will be able to watch it as well and also allow the summoner to speak with the summoned. Thought. Alright, let's go, said Naruto. Just before they entered Gato's base, Naruto placed a Hiraishin seal on a tree for a quick escape, then they split up then turned invisible and went down a one hallway, whilst Naruto went the other way and uses his chakra to walk on the walls. With inside of a room. As walk around, he suddenly smell fruit coming from a room, and as he walked in and hid in the shadows just in case, he saw a man resting on a bed, whilst the boy that saved Zabuza's life and wasn't wearing a mask so anyone could see that he had brown eyes and that he was sitting down next to Zabuza peeling apples, until he saw a small man who was wearing a business suit on and had sunglasses on, with two other men that had swords strapped on them. Zabuza, I have heard from my men that Tazuna is still alive. Why is that, said the small man. I underestimate the shinobi that Tazuna has hired, Gato, said Zabuza. when I hire you I expected results, you being the demon of the mist after all, said Gato. Don't worry about it, I got a plan you see, said Zabuza. Oh, what is it, said Gato. Simple really, we let them get close to finish the bridge, but then Haku and I come in and kill the Konoha ninjas and Tazuna, then we destroy the bridge, which will destroy any remaining hope that these people have left, said Zabuza. Yes, that would work perfectly, however there is one more thing, said Gato. What is it? Because of your failure I had to hire another shinobi to aid. Another shinobi? Who is it, Zabuza asked curiously. He's from that new sound village and its leader of that village doesn't care what kind of job just as long as I pay them anyways. The person taught they sent was a kid who's in the bingo book, like you said, Gato. A kid in the bingo book? Who is it, said Zabuza. They him, that the white demon from sound, it's kind of fitting for him to work with you, the demon of the mist, said Gato. I'll check up on the bingo book to see who exactly is he, thought Zabuza. And also Zabuza, Gato said as he then started to walk towards Zabuza. However Zabuza, if you do fail me again then neither you or your assistants will leave this land alive, said Gato as he reached out to grab Zabuza's face. But as he did, the boy that was sitting next to Zabuza quickly grabbed Gato's wrist and broke it. Gato screamed in pain. Don't you lay a finger on Zabuza-san, said the boy. Gato's bodyguards both went and was about to grab their swords, but Gato used his other hand to tell not to, and then he went towards the door. Just make sure everything goes accordingly, planned Zabuza, or else, said Gato before he left the room. With Naruto. Gato's vault. As Naruto continued to go down in Gato's base, he finally came to Gato's vault, where he kept everything that he has taken from the villagers and other things. However, it was guarded by 8 men and was locked, with the only way to get in was with a unique key that no doubt that Gato kept on him all time. So Naruto quickly perform a sound barrier seal, then he knock each guard as fast as possible. After he tie them up, Naruto then place his hand over keyhole and channel his chakra moldo it to find out what shape the key was, and once he found out he then create an identical copy of it and open the vault. As he walk around in the vault he saw books, paintings, statues, bags of money, and then Naruto saw it in the middle of the room, a light green glowing crystal orb that had red seals on it. This is it, said Naruto as he looked at the orb. These seals on this orb are similar to the one at the compound and around my wrist, but there is couple of differences. This is probably the thing which prevented me from sensing anyone here before, but if that the case, why does Gato have it? Maybe a shinobi he hired informed him about it and he desired to use it. If anyone sends any assassins after him they wouldn't be able to find him, thought Naruto. However, just then Naruto quickly turned around and brought out his black-bladed katana to block a strike from the person who just tried to kill him. It was a guy who looked to be around the same age as Naruto. He had tousled white-blue hair, thin eyebrows, with golden eyes, and a pale complexion. He wears a dark blue sound forehead protector on his head. He wears a loose-fitting dark blue kimono shirt with billowing, overlong sleeves, black arm guards that cover his forearms, black pants, over which hangs a blue cloth that covers him from his stomach to his knees, which he secures with a white rope belt and black calf-length shinobi sandals. Who the hell are you? Naruto asked as he held his ground against his attacker. Name's Mitsuki. And you? The now revealed Miss Yuki asked curiously. This isn't the same Mitsuki who's team up with Boruto. This is actually Log, who is Mitsuki's older clone sibling, and if you are wondering why his name is Mitsuki instead of Log, look on Log's background on Narutopedia profile or wait and see. Naruto Uzumaki, said Naruto. Well, Naruto Uzumaki, you must have some skill to be able to not only break into Gato's hideout but also manage to break in this vault undetected, said Mitsuki. And you must have some skill to be able to find me, said Naruto. I got to get out of here before everyone else in this place finds out I'm here, thought Naruto. Naruto managed to push Mitsuki away from him, desired that he come back later on, take only Gato's money whilst giving all the villagers their money that was taken from them, but for now he was going to take the orb and examine later. But before he did, he sent a message to Minus telling him that he can return home. Then he undid the connection between them and teleported away just in time as Mitsuki launched another attack on Naruto. He teleported away. Interesting, I guess this job isn't going to be boring after all, Mitsuki thought curiously. With Naruto outside Gato's hideout, that went well, Naruto said himself. Just then Naruto retrieved the memories from one of his shadow clones at the bridge, telling him that Kakashi was on his way to them, so Naruto used the flying thunder jutsu to teleport it to where the clone that had dispersed just was, at the bridge. As Naruto arrived at the bridge a few minutes later, Kakashi arrived but was alone. Naruto then came out of his hiding spot. Where the other two, said Naruto. Still there at the forest, said Kakashi. How's their training coming along, said Naruto. Well, Sakura managed to understand the tree climbing practice and did it perfectly, while Sasuke is having a bit of trouble with it, so he's trying to get it, and I ordered Sakura to keep doing it to improve her chakra amount, said Kakashi. So why did you come here then, Kakashi? Tazuna. Well, I came to see how things coming along, said Kakashi. We haven't had any trouble whatsoever, which is kind of making me worrying, said Tazuna. I don't think they would be coming here soon, said Naruto. Why is that, Naruto? Kakashi asked curiously. I think they intend to destroy the bridge just before you finish it, said Naruto. Why would they do that when they could just destroy it now, said Tazuna. Because I believe Gato wants to destroy any remaining hope you left, said Naruto. How do you know that, Naruto, said Kakashi. It's the best way to stop all attempts of rebellion against him, said Naruto. I see you're right, it would be better for him in that way, Naruto, said Kakashi. However, I wouldn't be surprised if Gato hires another shinobi to work with Zabuza and his fake hunter nin, said Naruto. Yeah, you're right, Gato might do something like that, said Kakashi. Later that day at Tazuna's house, everyone was in Tazuna's living room except for Tsunami. She was in the kitchen making dinner for everyone while Tazuna was talking with Kakashi. Naruto was reading a book. Sasuke was resting from all of his training and was thinking of ways how's he going to hurt his older brother. Sakura daydreaming about her marrying Sasuke, and in the corner of the room was Tazuna's grandson Inari. Why are you even trying, said Inari. Everyone stopped what they were doing and turned their heads to look at Inari. There's no point fighting against Gato, he always wins, he's just as strong, it would be better if you leave and save yourself before he kills you, said Inari. HMP, nobody is stronger than the Uchiha clan, said Sasuke. Yeah, Sasuke-kun is right, said Sakura. You don't know anything about pain, we live in fear whilst you live in peace, said Inari. Then you really don't know anything about what Konoha is truly like, said Naruto as he got up and walked towards the door. Naruto, where are you going, said Sakura. Fresh air, said Naruto. You really shouldn't go anywhere without backup, said Kakashi. I'll be fine, said Naruto before he left Tazuno's house. A few moments later Indri went to his room. I'm sorry for Indri, he hasn't been the same, his stepfather Kaiza was killed by Gato and his men, said Tazuna. What do you mean, said Kakashi. A few years ago, before Gato arrived here at the Land of Waves, Inari fell into the ocean but was saved by Kaiza after Kaiza became a role model for Indri, and he had a saying, protecting the things you love with both arms. Kaiza married Tsunami, a father, but one day there was a flood that was going to destroy everything and there was only way of stopping it by closing two large gates. However, nobody could reach them because it was on the other side of the overflowing river, but Kaiza just dived in and managed to close them, said Tazuna. Wow, he sounds like a great man, said Sakura. Yes, he was, until Gato and his men show up, said Tazuna. What did they do, said Kakashi. First Gato bought out or blackmail every single shipping company here, then he started to overprice every little thing until Kaiza tried to stop him, but Gato had his men beat Kaiza down, but then Gato had his men chop off his arms to mock Kaiza's saying, and after Gato brought Kaiza out in public to executioner him because Gato wanted to show everyone what happens to them if they ever go against him, said Tazuna. That's terrible, Sakura said, upset. A few moments later Sakura desired to ask her sensei a question. Kakashi-sensei, what did Naruto mean that we don't know anything about what Konoha is truly like, said Sakura. You may have noticed it back in the village how the villagers treated Naruto, said Kakashi. What do you mean, Kakashi? Tazuna. It's not my place to say, but what I can tell you is that it is because of it Naruto isn't the most friendliest guy in the world, said Kakashi. Almost everyone was in Tazuna's living room except for Indri, who was in his bedroom, and Naruto, who hasn't come back last night. Kakashi wasn't worried about Naruto, he knew Naruto could handle himself easily against thugs and bandits, and if Naruto was fighting against a shinobi, Kakashi would have sensed it. Tazuna, I think today Zabuza will be coming, said Kakashi. Yeah, I think you're right, said Tazuna. Sasuke-kun, Sakura shouted in worry for Sasuke. But Kakashi-sensei, Naruto hasn't come back last night, said Sakura. Yeah, you're right, Sasuke. Could you find Naruto, said Kakashi. Why me, said Sasuke. I need stay here to guard Tazuna and you will be able to find him a lot quicker than Sakura would, said Kakashi. Fine, I will, said Sasuke as he got up and walked out the door. With Naruto in the forest, Naruto was currently laying on the ground resting in the middle of the forest after doing his intense training last night. However, he wasn't alone, as the boy who was with Zabuza at Gato's base, Haku, with long loosely black hair, pale skin, dark brown eyes, and he was wearing a pink, sleeveless kimono with pale red edges and decorated with small plum-colored swirls that went to his ankle. Around his waist was a simple white obi tied in a bow, and he had a pair of light brown sandals with black straps and had a dark-colored choker around their neck. Haku was walked through the forest collecting herbs to increase Zabuza's healing process until he came upon a sleeping Naruto, and he immediately recognizes as one of the Jonin that is guarding Zabuza and his target. He's the one who gave Zabuza-san trouble. It's best if I take him out here and now, thought Haku as he walked towards Naruto. As Haku stood over the sleeping Naruto, he was thinking of which way he should kill him, which would be the less painful. You know, it's creepy to stare at someone whilst they were sleeping, you know, said Naruto, surprising Haku. I'm sorry, I thought that you might have been injured, said Haku. No, I'm not, but thank you for caring a little about me anyways. Who are you, said Naruto. My name is Haku, and you, said Haku. Naruto of the Uzumaki clan, said Naruto. If I may ask, if are you out here, Haku asked. Training, said Naruto. Training? Ain't you strong enough, said Haku. No, I'm not, because this shinobi world you need strength to survive in here. Well, that's what I believe anyways, said Naruto. I see. Well, I believe that once you find someone that is precious you'll become far stronger in order to protect them, said Haku. That's a nice way of thinking, said Naruto. Tell me, Naruto, do you have someone precious to you where you come from? Haku asked. In a way, but he's always with me, said Naruto. Aw, ain't that sweet, Kurama said whilst laughing within Naruto's head. Shut up, Kurama, Naruto thought / said whilst being a little embarrassed. I see, then it's good you have someone, said Haku. I'm guessing that you have someone then, said Naruto. Yes, I do, and I will do anything to help him to achieve his goal, said Haku. Well, that person is lucky to have you, said Naruto. Thank you. Anyways, I need to be going to take these herbs back, said Haku. As Haku started to walk away from Naruto, he took a couple steps before to say one last thing. You'll become stronger, I'm sure of it, said Haku. Thanks, maybe next time I will show you how stronger I become when we meet on the bridge, Hunter-nin, said Naruto, shocking Haku. He knew that it was me since when, thought Haku. When did you realize it was me? Haku asked. The moment I saw you I could tell it was you because of your chakra signature, said Naruto. He can find an individual person by their own chakra signature, so he's a powerful sensory type as well. He's going to be trouble fighting against with Zabuza-san. Hit and miss, just a thought Haku. So why didn't you just surprise attack me then, said Haku. I could ask why didn't you attack me when you have the chance, said Naruto lied when in truth he woke up because he sensed Haku a bit before he reached him. In any case, I wasn't lied about, needed to leave, so see you on the bridge, said Haku as Ri started to walk away. Just then Sasuke was walking towards Naruto and he walked past Haku and gave him a quick glance. She's cute, thought Sasuke, not knowing that Haku was actually a guy. Naruto, where have you been? Kakashi-sensei is wondering, said Sakura. Here training, said Naruto. Training in what exactly? Sasuke asked curiously. Stuff, said Naruto. How dare he not tell me I'm elite Uchiha? I deserve to know if it's something that can help me get stronger, Sasuke thought angrily. Well, anyways, better not keep Kakashi-sensei waiting too long, said Naruto as he got up and headed back to Tezuna's. Oh, by the way, Sasuke, that person just then in pink was a guy, said Naruto, shocking Sasuke. At the bridge. Once Naruto and Sasuke got back at Tezuna's house, Naruto went to bed unknown to him. Once he did, Kakashi, Sakura, Sasuke and Tezuna headed towards the bridge, but once they got there they saw something shocking. What happened here? said Tezuna, shock. No doubt by its Zabuza. Kakashi, inform everyone. Sorry for keeping you waiting, Kakashi, however I see that those brats of yours are still trembling in fear. How pitiful. Zabuza's voice came somewhere within the mist. I'm trembling in excitement, said Sasuke bravely. Oh, you're different from last time, Zabuza said within the mist. Just then Zabuza, Haku and Mitsuki appeared. However, Zabuza was wearing a black sleeveless shirt and matching pants, complete with a waistguard, striped wrist and leg warmers, and the bandages around his face were loosely like a scarf, and Haku was wearing the same outfit that he wore when he saved Zabuza. Who's he? Sakura asked curiously, wondering who was the new enemy was. He's someone Gato hired to help us out against you lot, said Zabuza. I guess Naruto was right about Gato hiring another shinobi, thought Kakashi. Hi, my name is Mitsuki, Mitsuki said with a smile. Damn it, Sakura won't be able to fight him or that fake Hunter-nin, and there's no way Sasuke can, both of them. Excuse me, but where is Naruto Uzumaki? Mitsuki asked curiously. He isn't here, Kakashi answered whilst not revealing what Naruto was doing. Will he come here? Mitsuki asked curiously. Probably, Kakashi answered. Good, then I'll wait and won't fight any of you, Mitsuki said, surprising everyone. Thank goodness I won't have to worry about Sakura fighting that guy, thought Kakashi. Why do you want to fight the Dobi so much whilst you can fight me, Uchiha elite, said Sasuke. Damn it, Sasuke, don't ruin this chance for us, thought Kakashi. You don't interest me at all, Uchiha, Mitsuki said, walking over to the side of the bridge to wait for Naruto to show up. How dare he, Sasuke thought angrily. Haku, you'll fight that black hair kid, said Zabuza. Yes, Zabuza-san, said Haku. Sakura, you stay close to Tezuna and guard whilst Sasuke and I handle Zabuza and his partner, said Kakashi. Just then 4 Zabuzas appeared surrounding Kakashi, Sasuke, Sakura and Tezuna. However, as the clones were about to attack Sasuke using his kunai to cut them up, all of them turning them back into puddles of water. I can see it, thought Sasuke. Oh, so you can see that they water clones. The Jonan has improved. It looks like you got yourself a reveal, Haku said Zabuza. So it would seem, said Haku. I have been looking forward to this fight, said Sasuke. I'll make that pale guy regret what he said, thought Sasuke. Then let's see how much you have improved then, Haku. You know what to do, said Zabuza. Yes, Zabuza-san, said Haku before he started to spin around so fast, making it almost impossible to see him at all. However, just as he was close to Sasuke and was about to cut him with his kunai, Sasuke managed to block it with own. You managed to block my attack. Not many people can do that because of my speed. Impressive, said Haku. You shouldn't expect anything less from a elite Uchiha like me, said Sasuke. However, I had key advance over you, said Haku. Oh yeah, like what? Sasuke asked, wanting to know what kind of key advices this guy has over him. First, we are surrounded by water, and second, you only have one arm left to defend yourself from my next attack, said Haku. So what? I will just counter it with ease, said Sasuke. I highly doubt you can counter something like this with ease, said Haku as he started to do hand signs with only just one hand. What, he can perform ninjutsu with just one hand? Sasuke thought in shock. He's able to perform ninjutsu with a single hand. Interesting, Mitsuki thought. I never heard of a ninja that can perform ninjutsu with only one hand, said Kakashi. Haku is a prodigy unlike any other, Kakashi said. Zabuza. Secret jutsu. 1,000 flying water needles of death, said Haku as he gathered water from what used to be Zabuza's water clones and from the misty air and created many needles which surrounded him and Sasuke, and then Haku used his control over them to fire them only at Sasuke. Sasuke-kun, Sakura shouted in worry. Remember Kakashi's training? I got to focus my chakra and summon it at once on my feet like with the trees, thought Sasuke as he used his chakra to enhance his jumping speed for a brief moment to avoid Haku's needles. He vanished, said Haku, but he looked up in the air and saw Sasuke, who was just about to throw a couple shuriken at Haku. However, as he did, Haku managed to dodge each of them. However, Sasuke appeared behind him. You're not as fast as you think you are. From this moment forward you be the trying to avoid my attacks, said Sasuke. As Sasuke's and Haku's weapons clash again, Sasuke had another kunai which he threw at Haku's head. However, Haku managed to duck it, but Sasuke then kicked Haku in the face and sent flying towards Zabuza. Tha is not possible, nobody's faster than Haku, Zabuza thought in shock. You thought you were fast, then me as if. Let's see what else I'm better than you are at, Sasuke said proudly. You made a big mistake, underestimate these Shinon. You brought out Sasuke determination to prove you wrong. He's one of the most skilled young fighter back at the Hidden Leaf, and Sakura here is one of the most brightest in her class, and last but not least is Naruto Uzumaki is this year Rookie of the Year back at the academy in Konoha, and you have already seen that he always has a trick under his sleeves, said Kakashi. Haha Haku, if we keep going like this we will be the ones in trouble, so stop messing around and finish it already, said Zabuza. Right, said Haku as he started to release his chakra into the air. What is he planning, thought Sasuke. I am sorry it has come to this, said Haku as he started doing hand signs. The air is getting colder, said Sasuke. Secret jutsu. Crystal ice mirror, said Haku. Suddenly ice started form behind Sasuke and then more started to form around him, making 12 ice mirrors hovering above the ground, then 8 more form hovering above the first 12, and finally 1 ice mirror formed facing downwards. What is the jutsu? How does it work? Kakashi said out loud. Haku then walked next one of the ice mirror and he walked inside of it, and then his reflection appeared in all the mirrors. What kind of technique is this, thought Sasuke. He possessed the ice-style bloodline, thought Mitsuki. I got to help him, Kakashi thought as ran towards where Sasuke was, but stopped by Zabuza. If you enter this fight you fight me, your boy got no change against the jutsus, he's finished, said Zabuza. Now then I will show you what speed is truly is, said Haku as he readly his senbones. Around the same time at Tazana's house, when Naruto finally woke up he sensed that his team and Tazana were at the bridge fighting against Zabuza and Haku, so he got chance and ran towards the bridge to help with the fight. However, a bit after he left, one of Tazana's wooden wall was cut down into pieces and walk-in was Gato's 2 samurai bodyguards. What do you want? Tsunami asked, afraid her and her son's life. Our boss Gato wants you, so come with us now willingly and you won't be harmed, said the samurai who was wearing a blue jacket. Mom, said Inari crying. Should we take the brat as well, said the samurai with the eye patch. No, the boss only wants the bridge builder daughter, so just leave the brat here, said the samurai who was wearing a blue jacket. No you wouldn't, said Inari. Stay out of the way, brat, or else, said the samurai with the eye patch as he kicked Inari to the floor. No, please don't hurt him, I will do anything you want, just don't hurt my son, Tsunami pleased. It looks like your mother saved you, brat, you better be grateful, said the samurai who was wearing a blue jacket. Come on, let's go, said the samurai with the eye patches, tied a rope around Tsunami's arms and pulled the rope to her, take her to Gato. As the samurais took Tsunami away, leaving Indri alone and crying. Why am I so weak? I can protect my mom, thought Indri. Then he started to think about the people who are risking their lives for his home, and then Indri remember his stepfather's saying, if something is truly important you, even if it's heartbreaking, even if it's sorrowful, you keep on trying and trying. Even if you lose your life, you keep on protecting it with these 2 arms, then even if you do die you leave behind the proof that you are a man forever. Indri then whipped away his tears. Protect what is precious to you with both arms, Indri said out loud before he ran outside and caught up the 2 samurais and his mother. Mom, Indri shouted. Indri, what are you doing? Said Tsunami, worried for her son. Yeah, what are you thinking of doing, brat? Do you want to die or something? Said the samurai who was wearing a blue jacket. I won't let you take someone else who is important from me ever again, said Indri. Indri, you can't win against them, just ran away. Tsunami shouted whilst crying, hoping that Indri would listen to her. I was going to let you life, brat, but now I'm going to end you, said the samurai with the eye patch. Don't take too long, the boss wants us back with the women as soon as possible, said samurai who was wearing a blue jacket. Please don't hurt him. Tsunami pleaded the samurais. Too late, lady, I made up my mind, say goodbye to your beat, said the samurai with eye patch as he drew his blade and changed at Indri. No, Indri, Tsunami shouted with her eyes closed, not wanting to see her child be murdered in front of her. However, as the samurai swung his sword downwards, he didn't kill Indri or even harm him. Instead, he had cut a wooden log in half. "What the samurai with eye patch said in shock. "Where's the brat? He was there a second ago," the samurai who was wearing a blue jacket said, shocked, but then realized something was off. He looked down at the rope and saw that it was cut and Tsunami was gone. "Where's she gone?" said the samurai who was wearing a blue jacket. "What I hate most about people like you in this world is that you think you can do whatever you want to anyone and get away with it," said a voice which sounded pissed. As both samurais turned around, they saw someone who was on their knees and had Tsunami in arm and Indri in the other. "Who the hell is that?" said the samurai with eye patch. "Naruto," Indri said, happy. "Who the hell are you, kid?" said the samurai who had eye patch. As Naruto got up, he turned around and started to walk towards the two samurais, and he drew his blade. "Someone who had enough of scum like you," said Naruto before he disappeared in a burst of speed. Suddenly both samurais were in the air and had cuts all over their bodies and their blades were shattered. "What?" both samurais thought before they pass out from the pain. "Wow," Indri thought as he watched what had just happened right in front of him. One moment both samurais were fine and the next they were in the air and had cuts all them. Naruto put his sword back into the seal and drew around and walked back to Tsunami and Indri just as the samurais fell and clashed on the ground. "I'm sorry I wasn't here when they came," Naruto apologized. "It's okay, at least you came before they did anything worse to us," said Tsunami. "It will be safer if you two go somewhere that Gado's men wouldn't find you," said Naruto. "Where are you going?" Naruto Indri asked. "To help my teammates and sensei out," said Naruto. "And who knows what the fake hunter Nin and that pale guy is capable of," thought Naruto. Naruto then walked over to Indri, handed over one of his flying thunder god kunai to him before he disappeared in a quick flash of gold to where he was before on his way to the bridge and leaving a shocked Indri and Tsunami. "What the? How did he do that?" said Indri. With Naruto teleport halfway to the bridge instead cause he needed to do one thing before going to the bridge, and he did a couple hand signs and said enhanced shadow clone jutsu, and in a proof of smoke another Naruto appeared. "You know what to do," said the real Naruto. The clone just nodded and pulled out a scroll, and then in another proof of smoke the clone had the white Kistune mask and robe in its hands. The real Naruto then used the flying thunder jutsu to teleport straight to the bridge whilst the clone changed into Naruto's Menma identity and went to fulfill Naruto's plan. Back at the bridge, Haku started to throw many senbons at Sasuke, cutting him all over his body as well as being impaled into him, causing Sasuke yell out in pain. Then Haku's skillful throw a senbon at Sasuke's hand, causing him to throw his kunai away, which landed here by Sakura and Tazuna. "Sasuke," said Kakashi, worried for his student's life. "Sasuke-kun," Sakura shouted in worry for Sasuke's life. "Just try and help him and I will kill the old man and the girl in a heartbeat," said Zabuza. Just as Haku prepared to throw more senbons, Sasuke's secretary did a couple of hand signs, and just before Haku start his attack again, Sasuke unleashed his jutsu. "Fire style. Fireball jutsu," said Sasuke as he unleashed his fireball at one of mirror, hoping to melt it. However, as the smoke cleared, it revealed it didn't do anything to the mirror at all. "You can't melt these mirrors with your flames," said Haku just before he start throwing his senbons at Sasuke. "Ice style is far more powerful than normal fire style jutsus," thought Mitsuki thought as he continues to watch the fight between Sasuke and Haku. As Haku thrown his senbons at Sasuke, something surprising happened. Sasuke managed to block each of them with his kunai. How did he manage to do that, Haku thought, but then he saw that Sasuke's eyes has changed from black into a blood red color with one tomos in each of them. "I finally awakened my clan's legendary bloodline, the Sharingan," Sasuke said proudly. "My first step towards achieving my revenge against him," thought Sasuke. "The Sharingan, so he has just awakened it," thought Mitsuki. "It doesn't matter if you have unlocked your clan's bloodline, you still wouldn't win this," said Haku before he began to throw his senbons. This time was slightly different because now Sasuke was able to see where they were coming from, and so he was able to both dodge and block some of them. However, even though Sasuke was able to see the senbons, his body wasn't fast enough to block or dodge all them. "Damn it, this shouldn't be happening. I have the Sharingan now, he shouldn't stand a chance against me," thought Sasuke. Bloodlines doesn't make you stronger, they just give you advices over your opponent. Unless your opponent have the same bloodline as you, then it comes down to who has mastered it better than who, said Haku. As Sasuke yelled out in pain as Haku's senbons cutting him all over his body. "I'm sorry, I can stay with you, forgive," said Sakura. "I understand, go now," said Tazuna. Sakura grabbed Sasuke's kunai and ran towards his and Haku's battle. "Sakura," said Kakashi, worried for his other student. Sakura jumped into the air and threw Sasuke's kunai back to him. However, as kunai was close enough, Haku's attacks on Sasuke stopped because his upper body came out the mirror and caught the kunai. He caught it, Sakura said, panicking that he was going to kill Sasuke with his own because of her. Nice try, said Haku, but just then out of nowhere a shuriken came out and hit Haku's mask, and which caused Haku fall out the mirror. Where did that shuriken came from, said Haku as he looked around. Who threw that, Sakura said out loud. Someone else is here, thought Zabuza. It's him, thought Mitsuki. As everyone was wondering where did the shuriken came from, two unique kunai were thrown at them, one at Sakura and the other Sasuke. However, as Kakashi looked at the one by Sakura, he recognized the type of kunai. That is the same type of kunai that Minato-sensei used for the flying thunder jutsu, Kakashi thought in shock. Suddenly, in a quick flash of gold, Naruto appeared standing over Sasuke, and when he grabbed Sasuke by his collar they both disappeared in another quick flash of gold and then reappeared next to Sakura. What the? Sasuke-kun, Sakura said before she quickly ran to Sasuke and held him. That was flying thunder jutsu, but the color of the flash is a bit different, but there is no doubt about it. But that's not possible. Nobody other than Minato-sensei knew how to perform it, so how does Naruto know? Kakashi thought in shock. What just happened? One moment I was surrounded by the guy's ice mirrors, but now I'm here next to everyone else. What did the dope do just now? Thought Sasuke, wondering what other skill does Naruto have. That jutsu of his, he can teleport anyway with those kunais, thought Mitsuki. Sorry I'm late, said Naruto as turn around to look at Zabuza and Haku. I was wondering where you were, brat, said Zabuza. Well, I'm here now, said Naruto. Naruto, I'll handle Zabuza, you can handle that mask guy, said Kakashi. Fine, said Naruto. Hey kid, he's here, do you want to step in, said Zabuza. Not just yet, I want to see what he's capable first, said Mitsuki. Fair enough, Haku, you'll handle the brat whilst I will finish some unfinished business with the copycat, said Zabuza. Yes, Zabuza-san, said Haku. Haku then did a couple of hand signs and then his ice mirrors scatter around the bridge. Zabuza began doing the same hand signs he did back during his first fight against Zabuza. Hidden mist just too, said Zabuza, as the currently mist become far stronger and thicker. Naruto activated his Sharingan whilst also used his sensing ability to be able to track Haku within the mist, and they began their battle within it whilst Kakashi and Zabuza fought against each other as well. Naruto and Haku. As Naruto battled Haku within the mist, Haku used his bloodline to create a couple of ice spikes and fired them at Naruto, which Naruto was able to see managed to shatter them with a chakra mold sword he created just in time. So that's his chakra mold ability, Mitsuki thought, intrigued. That weapon making ability of yours is impressive, said Haku. Why thank you, so is your ice release, said Naruto, not wanting to reveal that he secretly has ice release as well. Haku then started to channel chakra into his hands, which caused them to glow bright blue and in a knife-like shape. Then Haku changed the form of his chakra into ice, freezing his hands when Naruto saw this, so he drew his other sword, which was strapped to his back. As Naruto and Haku clash, attacking and blocking the other until Haku managed to back away from Naruto. Then he pointed his right arm at Naruto, then the tip of his frozen knife-like hand liquefy and he began to fire multiple water needles at Naruto, which turned into ice needles, but Naruto managed to skillfully destroy, and as he did he moved quickly closer to Haku, and as he finally reached, Naruto swing his chakra mole sword downward, but Haku caught it by doing a X shape with his arms, and thanks to his hand being frozen he was harmed at all. However, Naruto used his other sword and swing it upwards, and he managed to shatter the ice around Haku's arms. Damn it, he's even more skilled than I original thought, Haku thought as he backstabbed it so that Naruto's blade wouldn't get him. However, Naruto then kicked him in his stomach, which sent him flying backwards, but Haku managed to stop himself. If I want to end this fight sooner, I'm going to have to use more than this, Naruto thought, a little disappointed that he had to reveal one of his secrets so soon. As Haku quietly changed at Naruto with a kunai in his hand, unaware that something was about to happen, because as he reached Naruto and was about to strike him, Naruto seemed to kick the air, and in a brief moment the air by his foot looked like it froze out like in a blizzard, and then a large piece of ice appeared and rose from the ground where Naruto kicked. What, thought Haku in surprise just before he stopped himself and jumped away from Naruto and his ice. He possesses ice style as well, Mitsuki thought Abbott surprise. As Haku looked back where he jumped from to confirm what he just saw was true, he shocked that it was somehow Naruto has his clan's bloodline. It didn't make sense. Was Naruto related to him somehow, or was there another with the same bloodline? But that wouldn't be possible, he would have heard about like that before now. How, said Haku. How, what, said Naruto, but he already guessed what Haku was going to ask. How is it possible that you have my clan's bloodline? Are you secretly a member of the Yuki clan that your Hidleaf village managed get hold of, or is it some other reason? Why, tell me, Naruto, said Haku, wanting to know the truth. We are not related, Haku, said Naruto. Then how do you possess my clan's bloodline then, said Haku. It's complicated, alright, said Naruto. I wonder what does he mean by that, thought Mitsuki. Very well then, and now let's see whose ice release is superior, mine or yours, said Haku. Alright then, said Naruto as released his chakra mole sword so that he could use his hand. As Naruto and Haku charged at each other again, battle with their weapons, Naruto with his actual sword and Haku with his normal kunai. As they attack each other, their slashes were so fast civilians and many other shinobi wouldn't be able to see them. However, as they did clash, Haku saw that his kunai was going to break soon because of how strong Naruto's sword is, but then Naruto managed to get hold of Haku's kunai and freeze it, which then broke. He can freeze things just by touching them. Could I be able to do something like that as well? Haku thought as he back away from Naruto. So he can freeze things by touching them, so he'll be dangerous to fight in taijutsu, thought Mitsuki. Haku then did a hand sign which made 3 of his ice mirrors move closer to him, one around ground level while another was higher up and the last was even higher and was facing down, and like before, Haku inside of the ground level mirror, and from it he jumped into the next mirrors until he's reached the top, and then he readly his senbones. When Naruto saw this, he then created a ice tower underneath Haku's crystal ice mirror, and it rose from the quickly whilst Haku was throwing his senbones at Naruto, who just his sword and block each of them, but as Naruto got closer to Haku he quickly jumped out of his crystal ice mirror. However, before Haku could land back on the ground, Naruto had thrown one of his unique kunais at Haku, and as Haku blocked it, Naruto teleported in front of him, and then Naruto strongly kicked Haku in the stomach, which sent him clashing in the ground. I got no chance against someone like him with weapon making ability, his ice release and that teleportation technique. I can't win, I'm sorry Zabuza-san, thought Haku. Just then Naruto crouched down, and just in time as Mitsuki appeared right behind him, and with his sword he tried to slice Naruto into two. So before he could try anything else, Naruto jumped away and turned around to look at Mitsuki. Good reflexes to be able to dodge me whilst I was actually trying to kill you, said Mitsuki. It wasn't hard. You smell you coming, stink of snakes by the way. Oh really, how embarrassing, I was unaware of that. Well, only people who has a strong sense of smell like me will be able to smell it, said Naruto. Thanks to the deal with you, Kurama, thought Naruto. You're welcome, Kuruma said in a mocking tone within Naruto's head. You stay out of this, I'll handle him, Mitsuki told Haku. Fine, I'll deal with the bridge builder and the girl, said Haku. No you won't, cause he'll most likely teleport over to them, stop you, and I don't want any interruptions, so wait just there, said Mitsuki. Then shouldn't we work together to deal with him, asked Haku. No, I want to fight by myself, so you just stay there and wait, and once he's down you'll kill the bridge builder and the girl, said Mitsuki. Fine, Haku agreed. Good, Mitsuki said. In a burst of speed, Mitsuki raced straight at Naruto, who was ready with his sword, and as Mitsuki reached him, both of their swords clash again like in the Gado's vault, and so Mitsuki continue attack on Naruto with multiple attacks at him at a speed only a skillful shinobi would be able to see, and Naruto was just that, but also possessing the Sharingan, he managed to block each and every one of them. He is good, Mitsuki thought, enjoying himself. With his free hand Mitsuki lifted, and suddenly a bone spike came out of his hand and wanted Naruto's head, who saw it and dodged it, and Mitsuki began to attack Naruto with both his sword and the bone spike whilst Naruto dodged and blocked it, but was being pushed back to the side of the bridge, and when Mitsuki tried to stab Naruto again with his bone spike, Naruto dodged it by jumping to his left and cause Mitsuki to stab the rail on the bridge instead, and he went straight through it like it was nothing. That's the dead bone pulse bloodline that belonged to the Kaguya clan. With it he's able to use his bones as weapons, and they are far stronger than steel, but I thought the Kaguya clan was extinct, thought Naruto. Mitsuki quickly spin to his left side and attacked Naruto with sword, but Naruto managed to block it, but the attack was strong enough to push Naruto away. He's strong, Naruto thought, surprised by how strong Mitsuki was. Mitsuki then quickly did a couple hand signs and said fire style. Fireball jutsu, unleashing a large fireball at Naruto, who also did a couple hand signs and said water style. Water wall jutsu, creating a wall of water to protect him from Mitsuki's fireball, which then hit the wall of water, destroying both of them and creating a large amount of stream covering the area around the bridge. However, this didn't stop either Naruto and Mitsuki from continuing their fight within it, fighting one another with their blades. During the battle, as Mitsuki continued to attack Naruto with both his sword and the bone spike, Naruto quickly created an almost identical copy of his own sword with chakra mold ability to help himself out, and Naruto then kicked Mitsuki out of the mists and quickly follow suit. But when Mitsuki landed on a feet and he began doing hand signs again and said poison style. Poison cloud jutsu, unleashing a cloud of poison at Naruto, who was surprised at the fact that Mitsuki possessed more than one bloodline, and poison cloud covered Naruto. Mitsuki thought that he won, but to his surprise Naruto came out of the cloud of poison and was affected by the poison thanks to his body renewal bloodline, giving him immune to all forms of poison. And as Naruto tried to attack Mitsuki, but instead he jumped in the air to avoid it, and then he did a couple hand signs. Crystal style. Crystal Rain Jutsu, Mitsuki said as he fired multiple spikes of crystal at Naruto, who was surprised by the fact that Mitsuki possessed another bloodline. I